Good morning to you. This is News 14 Carolina Meteorologist Matthew East, and you have clicked onto the June 1st edition of the Carolina weather video here on this Monday morning. Of course, June 1st marks the official beginning of the Atlantic hurricane season. We already had Tropical Depression number 1 last week, but the tropics pretty quiet this morning. All right, there's a look at the water vapor imagery here across the eastern part of the country. And all those red shades, that's a pretty dry mid and upper level environment here across the southeastern part of the country. And what that'll translate into is a lot of sunshine as we go through the day today. Now off to our north and west, you have a frontal zone, a cold front that extends from the Great Lakes back into the Plain States. There's been some showers and storms along that front this morning, running from parts of Michigan down into northern Illinois. Some heavy rain around Chicago this morning, then back into the central plains around parts of Nebraska. And that front will eventually play a role in our weather, but it's still a few days away. This morning, briefly, a push of some cooler air trying to nose in here from the north. Some Piedmont locations were able to drop into the 50s for low temperatures this morning. And up in the New England states, frost and freeze advisories in effect up there this morning. So that chilly air certainly in place up in the New England states. But a lot of warmth back here in the Plain States, and that will be moving our way in pretty short order. Now, there's the reason why. That's your upper air pattern today, 500 millibars and pretty much a straight west to east flow across much of the country, what we call a zonal flow. And still, the main track of storm systems well off to the north of our area. So a fairly stagnant pattern around here. And we'll really be cranking up the heat here over the next couple of days. All right, let's talk about today. I can't rule out a couple of isolated thunderstorms this afternoon across the southern Piedmont down into South Carolina. The chance of rain today in any one spot is very small, but there could very well be a few storms this afternoon. And high temperatures today, mid to upper 80s in most spots. All right, tomorrow. It's going to be a hot day. I think we're talking lower 90s across most of the Piedmont tomorrow afternoon. A lot of sunshine. I think most of us should stay dry tomorrow. There's that frontal zone off to our north and west. By Wednesday, the front gets a little closer. I can't rule out an isolated storm Wednesday, but it looks like the better chances probably hold off until Thursday and Friday. It'll still be a hot day Wednesday as well, probably lower 90s once again. In many Piedmont spots for Wednesday's high temperatures. But by Thursday, the front drops in here. There's another developing area of low pressure along that front, and it's like a pretty good chance for some showers and thunderstorms on Thursday. Friday, the GFS actually indicates a bit of a wedging event behind the front. It keeps temperatures very chilly. In fact, the GFS with the 0Z run this morning even kept some Piedmont folks in the 50s for high temperatures Friday. Now, that's a bit extreme. I didn't go anywhere near that chilly with today's forecast, but I did mention highs in the 70s Friday with a good chance of some rain, probably low to mid 70s, and we'll have to fine-tune that portion of the forecast for sure. And then by the weekend, this is Saturday, it looks like we'll see that best zone of shower and thunderstorm chances shifting to the eastern part of the state, probably east of Charlotte and the Triad region. That's Saturday. This is Sunday. So we may be able to squeeze in a dry weekend coming up. So the forecast highlights this week. Pretty high conditions the first few days of the week, especially Tuesday and Wednesday, but then we bring in good chances for some areas of rain and storms Thursday and Friday, and we'll see if we can get it dry in time for the weekend. All right, that's it for this June 1st edition of the Carolina Weather Video. Everyone have a great Monday, and God bless.